this is Ebby.
And we're bringing you the good,
the bad, and the ugly.
All right, guys. So this is part 2.
Yes.
So part 2 is going to be talking about, do you feel that your significant other should discipline your child? So I know at the first beginning of the video, we start talking about our kids. And I was the person to talk first. So I'm just going to shoot this over to Ebony and basically get her feedback on this. So I'm really intrigued about this. I'm really intrigued.
Okay. So I guess I would have like a little bit more experience with dating people and my kids being around them, because Princess, she just kind of been to herself. She's just been with her children's father for 10 years. I have had different relationships that I was in. So how do I feel about our significant other, or I would say my significant other disciplining my kids? No. I don't agree with it. And that's only out of experience. I've had a lot, well, I'm not going to say I had a lot, but I did trust a couple of men to be around my children at a certain point in our relationship, once I felt like they understood the fact that, hey, these are my kids, I don't want them in and out their lives. If you're going to be with me and you're serious about this and you really want to meet my kids, you have to show me that you're serious about us, about myself, and because I don't want them to get hurt. Though I have spoken these words on numerous occasions, the guys still did their own thing and they still exited out of the picture. But they also played daddy during the time that we were together. And in them playing daddy, they did discipline my children. I did not let it go to a certain extent, but now that I'm older and I'm wiser about a lot of things, I know that was wrong. I know deep down that was wrong for me to allow them as someone that isn't at their parent, the other parent, to discipline them. Mm-hmm. And, you know, as a single parent, I know as for me, as a single parent, I wanted the help. And when the help came, or I felt like I had somebody else to share the load with, I allowed certain things to happen, as like I said, is with disciplining, that I shouldn't have. So if you would have asked me 2, 3, maybe a little bit more years ago, if I would have accepted it, yes, but to an extent. But now, no, I would not, because even though they are there, and believe me, whatever relationship I get into next, I'm not, there's a lot of things I will not allow to happen with myself or with my kids. It would be a long while before I let anyone else into my children's life again. But I couldn't do that to them, because how can you come into a child's life, play daddy, and then just leave like they never existed with no explanation? At least explain to them that, hey, this is not your fault. I still care about you. Just me and your mom are not together. They didn't even respect that. My kids enough to explain that to them, and that it would hurt them, hurt me. It hurt me more to see them hurt. You know, yeah, the breakup would hurt, but to see them hurt pissed me off, and it hurt me more, because I felt like I made the wrong decision. I kept making the wrong decision and kept trusting the wrong people to be around my children. So it does hurt, and you got to be careful. You really have to be careful.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Especially, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Especially today, just like Ebony had mentioned before, like I was with my kid's father for 10 years. So basically it was one guy. I really didn't have any problem, because the kids that I had, the 3 children that I did have, I never had to worry about, okay, is this person doing anything to my kids?
Right.
I knew that he loved his children. But at the same time, like, I never had to deal with that situation.
Right.
But now, because I am a single parent, and I'm, I don't know, because it's very hard for me, especially with dating.
Yes, dating is scary.
I really don't know how to trust people around my kids. I first-handedly, even when I talked to their father, I did let him know, and he really didn't care, and that's a different story. But I did let him know, like, I personally don't believe in somebody being introduced to my kids at the beginning. I have to make sure that you cool and that you're okay with me having not one but 3 kids.
Right.
And so to go by the question, because I don't want to go over the question, I do not believe that any party that is not my kid's father should discipline my child. And let's say vice versa. Let's say that he came in a relationship with children as well. I don't feel as a woman,
right,
that it's not paternally those kids' mother should lay a hand on that child.
Right.
Now, maybe if that child he came in, the baby was like 1 year old, and that child only knew me as their mother, that's a totally different story.
Right.
But with that kid, and when I say that's a different story, let's say that the mother is not around. That is a different story. But with me laying my hands on another woman's child that is not mine, even though I'm with her, the baby father or whoever, ex-husband, that's me showing respect to them.
Right.
And anything that happens, I will let them know so they can deal with their child.
Right.
Now I do believe in I'ma check you. I'ma let you know.
Right, because you got some kids out there that will try you in the relationship. And you don't want your kids to run over your significant other, and you don't want their kids to run over you. So there's got to be a common ground and making sure that your significant other is explaining to their child and making sure their child is showing respect to you. Right. Because if they doing that, then you know that they really do care about you. But if they letting their kid run over you, kick you, abuse you, oh no.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No.
And I just feel like that's where we'll place boundaries. That's where boundaries will be placed. But also there'll be a communication with me and him. It will be basically, okay, is your child okay with you being with another woman? Have you talked to your child? What can I do to make this situation easier? And it should be vice versa. So I don't feel like it's only a one-sided situation. I feel like communication in all relationships should always have that come up, especially when you have kids that are now placed into the whole situation. Right. But for me, no, I don't believe that somebody should even spank my kid. Right. He could talk to my kid and be like, okay, tell me your feelings. But when it comes to the discipline, I feel like as their mother, and also because their father is still on earth, I feel like that is for both of us to make the decision. And it's not taking away his manhood. I don't want to take away my husband or whatever. Manhood is just basically respect. And that just period. Do you agree? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, that is it's all about respect. It really is. And I was just thinking, like, okay, even though you are dating somebody who has kids, that there's another parent there. So I mean, if the situation calls for it, and if the situation is right, you can always have an understanding with that other parent as well. Like, hey, I'm not gonna hurt your kid, but if your kid does this, that, and the other, can I call you? Will you be there to back me up? Make sure that this child respects me, blah, blah, blah. I mean, not all situations are like that, though, because you got crazy baby mamas, you got insecure baby mamas, you got jealous baby mamas. Even with baby daddies, you got crazy baby daddies and jealous baby daddies. Like, you have those situations where you can't even go talk to the other parent outside of your significant other, or even, like, just have your significant other, try to talk to them. It's just not, sometimes situations are not like that. But yeah, like I said, I agree with what she's saying too. And as far as disciplining your significant other's children or vice versa, I feel like it's a no-go.
It's not. And I mean, this is our personal feelings. So you may say something totally different, and we respect that. Yeah. Our channel is basically to talk about hard topics that a lot of people just don't like talking about. Right. And that is why this platform is here. So what we would like you to do, go to our comments, please like, subscribe, and once again, hit that notification bell. Yes, so you can get the updates. Yeah. And also make sure to comment. Let us know. Do you feel that your significant other should actually abuse your child? Not abuse your child. Oh, why did I say that?
I don't know, but discipline your
child.
But yeah, don't let your significant other abuse your child. Or vice versa. Don't do that. That's just wrong.
Right.
Yes.
But so So other than that, we really want to get off of this. We really would like to stay on this topic, but we are so ready to hear what you guys have to say.
Yes.
So please chime in. We value your opinion. Thank you. Bye.